back, and we are going to do more quests today. Shouldn't have to worry about getting interrupted this time. But we had planned on playing Divinity about a week or two ago, so wanted to get that started before we forgot or moved on or whatever. So we are back, and we had just done Sir Maximilian's quest, and now, since it's still nighttime, we're going to proceed with Mirabelle's quest, which you also have to do at night. Also, I'm going to give you a eating / drinking warning. I will be eating and drinking, not like alcohol, but have some apple juice
Praise the Maker, you've come, Arisen.
throughout the stream. So you want to talk to the maid, Mirabelle. It's not Mirabelle's quest. What am I? She has a name. Come on. No, and that's not what I wanted. Alienoid. That's it. Now, you're supposed to sneak in, so if the guards catch you, they will throw you into the dungeon. So I'm gonna be a bit sneaky. They do have patrols walking around, but they're pretty generous. As in, there's not that many of them. You see, this guy, he also has a quest. But I'll get to that later. Now, once you get to the staircase, you're home free. No guards patrol around there. So go into her chamber. She gets attacked by the king, but he's like not himself, sort of. You do have a choice here. You can either, let this play out, or you can intervene by just walking out. So we're gonna intervene. So what happens is, to protect herself, because she was scared of the king, she sends you to the dungeon and then comes and frees you. And I think, yeah, so everything gets unequipped, but you don't lose it. It's still in your inventory.
Do as you're told in a bit of coin.
Oh, shoot, I forgot about the patrol.
I've no love of crowd.
I'm just gonna get thrown back in.
I feel more familiar with this quest now. Master,
oh, he just sends you out. Okay, so you're supposed to escape, and you go if you're supposed to wait for the guard to pass. I completely forgot about that, and then you go through the sewer and escape that way. Which I don't think that matters. I think you were just supposed to escape somehow. Let me find out real quick. Alright, so you just have to exit the jail. It doesn't matter how you do it. Let me get my checklist out here so I don't have to pause for too long. Alright, so that's done with, and we'll just re-equip yourself. You just lose access to your inventory. Did I not equip clothing under that? That's not right. Okay. Well. Okay, yeah. So your clothes go back to storage, but not your armor and weapons. Okay, that's what it is. So I guess we will go and get that.
The bow best suited to hunting griffins. It is a fight best fought with spells and arrows.
Let's see if we have to pass by anything. Actually, yeah, let's start with the Chamberlain as a quest tourist. That was the guy that we saw earlier when we were sneaking around. Let's see. He's usually walking around here somewhere. Here we go. Should be in here somewhere, maybe? Nope, not in here, so he's probably walking around somewhere. Just gotta find him. Not sure exactly what his... Oh, there he is.
Arisen, I would speak with you. This is not the place. Meet me in...
Another night quest. So... we will go back. Go back. To the inn. While we're there, we'll get our shirt and our pants on.
We'd best ask what the men of the Corps have planned. Well met. I would think the bow
And
best
then
suited to hunting griffins. It is a fight best
we
fought with
will
spells and
change
arrows.
the time of day tonight.
Day to night, this area feels completely different. An ally who can conjure flames will be a great asset.
Have your pick. What will it be today?
Then pants.
What will it be today? Have your pick. What will it be today? Understood.
Then we will magically put our shirt on while wearing armor. And same thing for our pants. Amazing.
You know of the witch what lives in those
Are your
woods?
travel preparations complete? I'd imagine one would
Aye,
never tire
they
of
say
this.
she understands worm speak. The dragon's
So now it's nighttime. We can go back to the castle. He's gonna meet us in the courtyard now. He should Okay, so we got the witch on quest. That was overhearing people talking, which you can just go to the market, overhear that, and it'll get added. But we don't have to worry about that right now. Now, there are guards walking around here, so you don't want to run out. Now, he will meet us here. Around here, there's some loot. Don't need that. We have to wait for him to... He loads in the castle when you enter, so we have to wait for him to walk over here and meet us. He has to get to his spot for us to talk to him and further the quest. There he is. You actually have to wait for him to get in position like this in order to proceed the quest.
The matter, truth be but fate, if some... The letter must, I would have. Naturally, His Grace. I was traveling, like as not carried it. The mountains near the Great Wall.
Now, he wants us to find some delicate information that was supposed to be coming his way, but it got attacked. The cart got attacked that was carrying it. Which is it's actually at this intersection, I believe. And you were to retrieve the sensitive information and get it back to him. So, since we already have a port crystal set up by the catacombs, which are not too far, we'll go there.
This leads down into the catacombs.
Now, if you don't want to deal with the increased enemy spawn, you can switch the time of day back to morning. If you don't want to deal with that, it doesn't affect this part of the quest.
Walking bones! I don't care to meet whatever left these giant footprints behind. Stay vigilant, Master.
We
Just said
don't
a band
take
of
kindly
thieves
to
prowls this
trespassers.
region. They're armed. Like a hero. The first I've seen. They're left exposed after a grand
You won't have to deal with ambushes either. while I'm dying.
These are human footprints.
We don't take kindly to tricks.
They're off! Learn a new way to fight.
Now I believe the cart is right there. Yep. So you find out that, you know, he said one of the monsters might have taken the information, and surely enough, that's the case.
After them! Don't care to meet whatever left these
So,
giant footprints.
take care of
We have triumphed!
these bandits.
There, Master! Wolves!
And our next destination is Soulflare Canyon. Cannon. Yes, Soulflare Cannon. Yes. Imagine that. And the entrance, the closest entrance is right up here on these cliffs. Shit, but there are bandits around this bend right here.
Stay wary, Master. Wolf-hunted pack! Armed bandits have risen.
But we don't need to go that way. We can just follow the cliff,
These mountains close quite deep.
and it'll bring us right to the entrance. Here we are, and
Seems it opens into
there'll be a cutscene which shows you, you know, that one of the monsters did indeed carry off the sensitive letter. And you can see it from here, it's just on the other side of this. But getting there is another, okay, maybe not? Okay, yes it will be. Getting there is a task in and of itself, and that harpy just, you know, sort of forced me to take a shortcut, because now I don't have to climb down. I can just go across. You're supposed to climb down the cliffs and then come across at the bottom, and then climb back up and cut back across, and then go down a bit on the side that you entered on. Alright, these harpies are being real annoying. So we are gonna get rid of them. They just spawned in my face, huh? Alright, so then this Cyclops will always be here, blocking the path. And did I just get the... Oh my goodness. Alright, that could have been pretty bad. And that was pretty bad. Yes, that fall will kill you. Wow. That was something, huh? Wow. Game audio, it's been a little low. Let me see if I have the output right real quick. No, I don't. I have the wrong output. That's not going to fix the audio either. I'll have to restart the game. Which, I guess since we just died from, you know, some harpy shenanigans, yeah. I'll go ahead, restart the game to fix the game audio, because it's not coming through right, and I have the wrong output. Should take only a few minutes. Just have to relaunch the game, and then it should be fine. Yeah, there we go. Much better. Much better. Alright. Alright.
Seems it opens into a larger cavern. I've learned that this area.
Yeah, audio's much better. So we get the cutscene that shows us where we're supposed to go, and instead of getting destroyed by harpies like that, we are going to take care of them this time.
Strength in numbers arisen.
So I'll go the way that they're intended. So you're intended to climb down the cliffs.
The bridge is falling.
Like so. Now last time I fell. Fell. Fell down over here last time. But yeah, that's how that's the intended path. I don't know why someone was calling me. Yeah, thanks, Pawn. Appreciate it.
Strength in numbers arisen. The skin looks hard as stone. Ignore the comely face. Those talons are cheap.
We'll do the safe way this time. There we go. Alright, so this part, there's a waterfall, and you have to slide down to the right spots. So once you start sliding, you can't do anything. Your controls are locked and whatnot, and there's a certain path you have to take to get to where you need to go. Believe, yeah, this is. You want to avoid going to the spots that are lit up, pretty much.
I'll heal your wounds.
I think I really needed that.
Here, 'tis the letter. Let us hasten it back to Fiedel's hands.
Now, this is where the cutscene was. The only letter you need to get is that one, the confidential letter. All of these parcels don't matter. They don't really do anything.
Would that we could drag them to the world. They touch the arisen. Are they not hot? I've learned of beasts.
The gargoyle will attack you. The one that you saw in the cutscene.
I'll set its wings ablaze!
Thank you.
Did it!
So now that we got the parcel,
Carry precious freight, Arisen. Lest we were especially cautious.
we just go back to the castle to turn the quest in, and I believe there is a branch there.
Let's return to the castle. What meaning do you suppose those stones hold?
Oh, whoops. Was not paying attention. Trying to make sure I don't mess up the correct path I'm supposed to take if there are any other quests at the end of this one.
Stairs serve as a useful route in their own right.
So apparently, I guess I'll show that off. Apparently, since the outcome doesn't matter, you can turn this quest in twice since both the NPCs are available at the same time. So we will go make some copies of the confidential letter.
Speak to any pawn and they will gladly join your service, Arisen.
At the Black Cat.
The Duke produced some. You'll. I'm sure. Why not?
Just got us. Here we go. This is what we need.
I'll not beat round the bush. I'm sure you'll find. I'm sure any.
And then we just go back to the inn. Rest one day.
Have your pick. What will it? Understood.
Are your travel preparations complete?
I really like how people get pushed out of the way.
So, I'm sure you'll find out. Not quite. I'm sure you'll find out you need. Not quite.
Oh, you know what? I don't have the item to expedite the Black Cat forgeries. Forgot to put that back in my inventory when I started
Any you like?
DDDA
What will it be today?
Plus. So I believe this is what we need.
What will it be today?
Said I already had one in my inventory. Huh.
What
Must
will
have
it be
still
today?
been
Have your
considered
pick.
nighttime.
What will it be today?
So let's just offload so we can run faster.
What will it be
Alright.
today? What will it be today? Have your pick. What will it be? Understood.
Now this should work. The forgery should be definitely ready. Got a brawl going on the bridge. I don't know what those two guys on the bridge fight about, but
So,
they'd
I'm
be
sure
going
you'll
at it.
find out you need. Yeah. I'm sure you'll find out. Why
Now,
not?
this is one of the instances where making a forgery, even though the item is not a real duplicate,
I'll not beat round. I'm sure you'll. I'm sure any. So, I'm anytime.
which I will show. See, it says forgery. Even though it says forgery, the outcome of turning in the forgery does not change. Now, usually this is not the case, and you do need the actual item to get the correct
A fellow with just a cheap friend. Just a cheap.
to get the correct rewards for the
Have your
quests.
pick. Any you
But
like.
this quest, it doesn't matter.
What will it be today? Understood.
So let's get our copy again.
So, I'm sure you'll find out you need. Here we
There
are.
we go.
A perfect. I'm sure any.
Now we can turn the quest in twice.
Seems the castle walls are reached by a flight of stairs ahead.
So when you go back into the castle, you will get interrupted by one of the knights that are trying to intercept the letter. Now, this information is supposed to be about a rebellion that's supposed to be happening. And this guy, he is in cahoots with the party
moment, sir. I'm named Gabriel.
starting
Serve
the
under Sir
rebellion.
Dario, captain at the... I see the captain was correct in some... 'Tis a missive Chamberlain feed. Pride. But even... Sir, all I've heard of you
Now,
suggests a person of keen judgment. Pray, give me
The
the letter.
forged letter is you want to
My
give him.
thanks, sir. You've chosen... 'Tis... I cannot promise... Until...
And then quest successful. Now, even though it says completed, you should still be able to turn in the other one.
Still no sign of the I'll know not.
And there we go. Now I'm going to give him the forgery.
That seal. And the seal is yet I shall give it to his grace, my... You are a one.
And he got fooled as well. Now, the algorithm doesn't change. You just get the rewards for the quest twice. But I kept the real letter so I could make forgeries if another game cycle if I so pleased. Alright, so what we got next? I guess since we already overheard it, we will do the witch hunt quest next. So, we have to go and save the witch from the witch hunters, which are in the wrong here, because witch hunts usually go. So now, that'll have us go back to Witchwood.
The wood grows thicker.
Now,
Let's hurry to Celine's cottage.
you'll
The forest
see
is
that
full
the
of
map is fogged up again. That's because when the enemies reset, the little
must ford this river to
totems,
reach
or
the cottage. The shallower
whatever you want to call them,
to some manner of war. We destroy my atmosphere.
are considered as enemies, and they respawn as well.
This forest. Wood is uncommon.
So one of the things they could have tweaked to have those totems not respawn.
Let's stray a few steps. It would be well lost.
Here's the other one. Alright, I did not go this way last time, but there's the other one. If you wanted to get the map cleared. So now you can see what path you're supposed to take here.
Few people are willing to take such risks, even for
Oh,
lucre.
really?
There, master! Wolves!
Ah, there we go. Just gonna take a little shortcut there.
This pond feels quite comfortable here. Magic.
you'll get a cutscene when you approach the field here. And
She conjures a dragon!
they believe that, you know, since her ancestors knew dragon language, that she does too. But, you know, when you approach the stairs here, the golem will wake them, and for some reason they'll get scared and leave. Which, they have the high ground, so they should be fun, in my opinion. You are tasked to defeat the golem. Now, yes, the golem does animate like this, and actually, so this golem is only damaged by hitting the weak spots, which are obvious, where you need a hit. One of them will be glowing, like more than the others. The camera will play nice there. And it'll cause the golem to freeze in motion like this. And there is a reason why I went for the foot and the hand, because those are the most difficult to hit normally. So I was fortunate enough to freeze him in a position that had the foot exposed. It's pretty difficult to hit the hand while it's able to move around still. So once you take care of that thing, you get Port Crystal, do not forget that. And also, another note about that golem is that it is immune to all magic damage. Even the weak spots.
We must find Celine.
And look, oh my goodness, we have some more fog. Gonna try to find the wards or the totems here. I don't see any. Alright, so this is one of her ancestors. I believe it's her grandmother.
I am sorry. You share him, some part of, and always a grand gift but now.
So,
This is when you find out she was a pawn, but then was released,
My pawn print.
and
I've learned what to do in this quest. Treasure, perhaps.
the witch, her grandmother, released her from being a pawn.
I wonder what's inside.
And then the quest is complete, but if you talk to her here,
Please, Arisen. I want.
you can turn in certain herbs to turn into ale
Very
for one of the board quests by the brew house.
It will be easier going searching this area now.
Arisen and pawns.
Um,
Rare bond.
What's this?
Now there is another quest here that is not
This looks
on a
interesting.
on a board. Neither can you overhear it or initiate it from an NPC. But I'm just looking to see if I can find those fog totems. There's a path up this way. It looks like you can't really, yeah, okay, you can't proceed that way. sometimes they're hanging from the tree. Oh, there's one of them. Let's see if I can get it. If they'll actually... No, okay. That's kind of annoying. Not even close. And... I don't think if... I thought... Yeah, I thought that I'd be able to use the cannon to hit the totem. Ward or whatever it is. But it doesn't seem to lock on to it, so... Oh well. But there's one, and then another one, it looks like right over here. Oh, come on. Oh man, collision is hard. Wow. Alright, I'll go up the intended way. There is one, and let's see, I believe there's another one over here.
We're at a disadvantage fighting in the marsh. I've been drenched.
Now you can see that this rock formation in front of me is a little bit different color than the other ones. And there is a reason for that. But I'm looking for the other... Oh, there it is. You see it on the tree right there. Now, if you have an archer class, you can just take those out easily, but I don't have anything that will lock onto those since they're not considered enemies. They're not hostile. Now, about this rock formation here. Once you get close to it... No? Okay, so... Nothing will happen the first time you come here, I guess. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna exit and re-enter. Actually, would it be faster if... Yeah, probably. Faster if I just teleported and then re-entered. Now we do have to backtrack all the way back, but since we cleared all the fog, it should be a pretty simple matter.
Well thick, this forest. Almost as if it means to hide.
Take a left.
Is a place rich and
Now.
valuable in resources. Few people are willing to take such risks, even for lucre.
For some reason you have to jump up here. I guess you have to double jump if you had the daggers. And then that's the path down here. back to the house. Go back to the mysterious rock formation, or the mysterious colored rock formation. There it goes. Now, this is another golem, but you see it has no glowing weak spots on it. These are the weak spots for it. These little totems or boards or whatever. And they occasionally shoot beams of light towards the golem, so you can actually, you know, follow the beams of light back to their source, the direction that they're shooting from, to locate and destroy all of them. And this is actually damaging the golem, even though you can't see the health bar. If I were to go and strike it directly, the health bar will show up. It's a pretty good track for this fight. I like it. Now, yes, you will get ambushed by another golem right here. But this is the one like we saw in front of the witch's house. So what I'm looking for here is to see which of them is going towards the others. It looks like none of them are. I don't want to be in this situation, so we're gonna book it. Now you see, you saw the damage show up. My pawn hit the metal golem. Now it does not take damage. Just straight up does not take damage when you hit it directly. And unlike the other golem, the health bar does not decrease when you destroy the little totems that are powering it. Should be another one this way, I think. I think this is not right. So there's another one on the ground. Must be, yeah, there it is. Now this one. Let's see what we can do about this one. Will the Great Cannon lock on to this one? I'm not sure. No, it doesn't. Darn, can't make it over. try jumping again. I don't have daggers. So, no, I can't. Not even close. Oh, come on. There we go. Nope. Now you see the health bar went down after you reveal the health bar. All the totems that you break after that will show how much damage you've done or how many totems you've broken. Let's see. Don't have anything to hit it, actually. She can't hit it. She won't target it. And it doesn't look like you can jump to this tree. No, you just can't make it without daggers. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is... should be fine to just leave and come back. We can find out if the rest of the totems I broke will respawn, but right now, we'll go back to Brainstorm and get ourselves a bow. Because it looks like that's mandatory to, or
Tis a port crystal.
have a magic spell that does physical damage. I don't think any of those will actually reach that specific totem on the tree, though.
An ally who can conjure flames will be a great asset.
So yeah, before you do this, I guess you have to have someone that can use the bow. Get my pawn to change. Alright, so you can get geared up. Actually, you know, I don't even think she'll target the totem. Oh, that was me? I didn't want to change the mage. Whoops. We'll go ranger. So for me, oh, I changed her to ranger. Hold on a second.
Have your pick. Any you or will it be today?
I am really not paying attention to what's going on in my... Alright.
What will it be today?
Alright, so I need the good bow. And And then for her, you know, let's not bother with the armor. We'll just give her. We'll just give her that.
What will it be today?
Oh, we should put her rings on though.
What will it be today? Have your pick. What will it be today?
Alright, looks like that's good. That's whatever.
What will it be today? Have your pick. Come against.
Not gonna bother with those. Alright, so let's head back. See if if everything resets or not. So yeah, don't do what I did, and when you come back after talking to Celine, come back with a bow. If you intend to fight that golem.
Well thick, this forest. The wood is uncommon dense. Almost as if it means to hide all to... Wolf-hunted packs! It is a place rich in valuable resources.
Oh, do I have daggers equipped? Yes, I do. Okay. Just making sure.
Few people are willing to take such risks, even for loot weapons, for all the danger.
The double jump is that useful. And the roll. Roll is... Why? Why is the roll like that? Why does it have invincibility? And it costs no stamina. Unlike the other weapons, you have to use a move that costs stamina to use invincibility. Alright, so let's go... Oh, he's awake, and all of the totems reset, so... Fun fact, if you exit and re-enter, all of these things reset. Okay.
Been drenched. It's a mountain of metal. I'll scale it and strike from above.
But I guess you know I could take care of fog totems while I'm at it.
Anytime.
Yeah, the crosshair is not entirely accurate since it's over the shoulder, and the angle that the shoulder is at skews the trajectory. So it's kind of for like left to right. So you want to aim to the left a little bit at a distance. And closer up you want to aim to the right a little bit.
You're at a disadvantage fighting in the marsh.
I'm talking about like super close too. So like this one, since it's at a distance, I want to aim to the right a bit. And then each shot isn't going to hit at the same point every time. And there you have it. The golem's destroyed.
Golem!
And wherever it was, that's where the loot's gonna be. don't have daggers equipped, do I? No, I don't. Ah, well, we'll just punch it. No, that one just knocks it down. Yeah, we're just gonna punch the things until they break. Ah, there it is, the one with his leg. So as you see, I'm trying to hit the one on the hand right there. It's pretty particular. But yeah, you see this metal glowing right here. This will stun him. Since I've already taken care of the foot, I don't have to manipulate when I break it to get hits on the one on the foot. Yeah, fists only. Golem kill. Even though I fully could just take out my bow and take care of this much quicker, but where's the challenge in that? I mean, now I can say that I punched a golem to death. Eat your heart out, Chris Redfield. Even though he did do it with one punch. Or one big punch. With a bunch of little punches. Alright, so the fog totems. There you go, there's one. And there should be another one up. On the, there it is, right there. Up on the tree.
We're at a disadvantage fighting in the marsh.
Yeah, as you can see, I'm aiming to the right, or to the left a bit, to hit a target at a distance, and that'll clear all of the fog for this area. And now that we've destroyed the metal golem, head back to Grand Sword for the next quest.
What meaning do you suppose those stones hold?
Oh, I missed something on the return. So let's head back. Apparently I missed something here. Also, instead of this entrance, I'm gonna make a better port crystal location. Actually, because you'd have to run through the whole first part to get to the house this way. It's not necessary.
Wolves! It is shallow enough to cross. I've been drenched. Wood is uncommon dense. Almost as if it to hide all the way.
So,
Quick, this forest.
way earlier, we went here with Kina, and she showed us a alternative exit, right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the alternative exit over here,
This pond feels quite comfortable here.
and when you exit, we're gonna leave a port crystal at that cliff, so that way we don't have to go through that first section all the time. We can just run through with no distractions or enemies to worry about. So you exit, just place a port crystal right here. And that cliff actually is in between Casardis and the encampment. But you can't access it otherwise.
Well thick, this forest.
You have to come
Wood is
from
uncommon
that
dense.
entrance
Almost as if it means to hide
if you don't have a
altogether.
port crystal set there. Also, I will switch back to Magic Knight. Cause you know, that's my a knight that casts magic is pretty, you know, top tier for, in my opinion.
The woman who rests here was once an Arisen.
If it isn't the Arisen, what brings you to myself?
This spawns when you
What's
come back in
this?
as well.
That slate you carry looks like, if you want those strange writings read, helping, which would be my...
Now, the tablet
Why not bring... Don't...
we already know. We've already had a tablet deciphered before. So, you just go back to the same guy and he will decipher this tablet for you as well. Now let's see if he actually will, you know,
They say
tell
in
us
times
something
long
useful
past,
instead
such
of being
hill
like,
figures were
hey,
not uncommon.
this tablet actually doesn't mean anything.
There's something drawn on the hill.
It's like, he's like, here's what it says, but it doesn't really mean anything, so, you know, take it back.
Is there naught you have to, for I have seen it, as the sign of those bound. That tablet, then it has presented itself to you as well, arisen of the present day. I held it once myself, though it knew a different form then. 'Tis the arisen's bond, an oath given form. It has shown itself to each arisen in turns in time immemorial, ever changing its guise. Perhaps it is a test of sorts, though it appears a humble tablet now. It will take on the form best suited to you when the time is come. then the Arisen's bond has chosen its form.
So,
For you, it is become a ring. Take it. 'Tis
he
the
turns
symbol of an oath.
the
that will
tablet
bind
into
you
a
to
ring,
what you
huh?
hold most dear.
That's way more
That
useful
it
than
chose a ring
the
for
other
its
tablet.
shape stands proof.
I've gained quest note.
That completes that quest. Okay. Oh, okay. So that item that we just got, the Arisen Spawn, I believe when you gift it to any NPC, it automatically maxes out their affinity towards
There's
you.
something drawn on the hill.
So that can be pretty useful. Alright, let's check our... let's go to our checklist again. Alright, so now, earlier, we got the golden idol, and we made 2 forgeries with the golden idol. Now, this is one of the cases where having forgeries will affect the rest of the quest. So, you can complete the quest by turning in these forgeries that I'm about to show.
An ally who can conjure flames will be a great asset.
Let's switch classes first.
Have your pick. What will it be? Have your pick. What will it be? Have your pick. What will it be? Have your pick.
You know, let's pick every option except for the one we need to change classes. Yeah. Mortal. Alright.
Have your pick. What will it be?
Then we will put all of the other equipment back.
What will
Alright.
it be? Have your come again.
Have you aught to sell? Remember to
So,
save enough
now-
for lodging.
We will go do these 2 quests. One is for Caxton.
Here now, if you aid me in a small matter, you shall have access to weapons both free. Excellent. His talent to such pay. I must.
Pretty much there's a super awesome blacksmith that only deals with people that have a gold, silver, or bronze idol. Now,
Masterworks all. You can't come again.
he gives you the quest the first time you talk to him. Just talk to him again to turn it in. And here I can pick which idol to give him. Now, I don't have the gold idols in my storage, but I'm going to give him the forgery. Now, they do mention a difference when you turn in the forgery versus the original. So, turning in a forgery of any of the idols will not give you any special inventory upgrades to Caxton or Madeline, which is the other shopkeeper that you turn the another idol into, which I will do right now.
Well, hello. Hail, I've a proposal that, well, it's for my...
She pretty much acts the same thing.
And if there is... This is a... You'll find not... Thank you.
So, just talk to her again. Give her the forgery.
This I will... You'll find...
And she won't have any upgraded inventories because they're forgeries, but if you do give them the real idols, the gold one will unlock all of the highest tier equipment. The next, I think it's the next time they restock, which is a few days or so. But you only get one idol, one gold idol per playthrough, so you have to pick which one normally.
What will it be today? Understood.
I'm gonna rest till morning because I don't want to deal with extra enemies if I have to travel. Okay, so now next on the checklist is a pretty interesting side quest, which does require nighttime, so let's make it nighttime.
Have your pick. What will it be today? Understood.
Measly 500 G isn't gonna break our bank.
Well met, sir.
Now, right outside here, there should be a guard that you can talk to.
The Duke's
Here we go.
Pardon, Arisen. I was.
He says, you know, there are people who've been asking about you, and they asked to give you this letter. And here they are. These goons will ambush you at night. Now, you have to fight them in order. But they all have a designated spot where they will ambush you at. And it's only at night, so I'm gonna go to the first spot. Which is if you take the north bridge from the Grand Soren.
The road splits here. Be doubly sure of which will see us to our destination. Leave it to me.
Just past this bridge at that intersection up there is where the first fight is. And you'll know you activated it when you get the text to show up. Also, the skeleton ambush is part of the fight, this fight. And we just took out 4 of them. Yeah, 4 of them. Of the pack of goons. The next, let's see where the next fight is. So pretty much the pattern is from the first fight, each fight after that you can trigger is south of the previous one. So this one is actually at the quarry, or right in front of the quarry right here. We will head that way. Let's see, yeah. Alright.
The roads are safer than the brush, but still, we'd best stay wary. There, Master! Wolves! It is no normal goblin. Some small foe lurks ahead of his
put on our lantern, actually, just so. See if I can. See if I can get a look at see them before they spawn in. No, okay, so right when you approach, they ambush you. And it's just 2 of them this time. I'm sorry. Was that 3 of them, or was that 2? Because I hit 1. I don't know if that killed it or not. Oh, that was 3. Alright, so then the next fight, which is once again south of here, is going to be at the, let's see, the quickest way I think would be to go here at the Porkers will have at the Way Castle, but it is at the abandoned house in the the mountains. Yeah, in the mountains, right outside of the abandoned house. So we will teleport there, or not teleport directly there. We're gonna have to take a hike, but let's see. There we go. Another tweak they could add is having better naming of the poor crystals you place instead of just Grancis. So we pretend that, you know, we're doing the main cart, the main quest for the cart.
No surprise, of course, that many
I can't talk today. Looks like we got an optional recurring quest. Ah, there was one flying around. These are sort of radiant quests, as in like when you approach the area, they could spawn or not. Just depends. It's RNG. Anyway, continuing the path that the cart took. And there it is. This is the abandoned house that the next fight takes place. So you have to open the door to have them spawn in. These are normal bandits. Did I read that wrong? Okay. So this is the middle point. There, actually, I see. This is a spawn for the fight. Another spawn was at the cage that we just were at, where we saved that guy from the harpies. Now, another spawn is in the house, but we got a normal spawn instead of the actual fight. Is there another one? Yes.
Strength in numbers and
Now, you will get ambushed by harpies either way, so... There is one more spot where this fight could spawn. I believe it's around here. Ah, yes. There she is. Key? That was the next fight. That one mage that we just killed. Alright. So yeah, very anticlimactic, but alright, let's see. It looks like the next fight is going to be south of the Way Castle. Around here. Around this abandoned... It's the north of the abandoned storehouse. That's it. Alright, so we just go south from the Way Castle,
quite the grand structure.
follow the road, and we should run into the fight.
The sea is closer than I'd imagined. There, Master! Wolves! I pray the day monsters no longer haunt the roads is not far off. It is difficult to walk such a narrow path. Kill them all! Sorcerer!
It's normal bandits over
We'll
here.
likely face ambush here. Stay watchful. It is a steep grade, doubly so with aught in hand. It is quiet, more so than it ought to be.
I think it's around here where
Who knows
the
what
spawn
lies in wait?
is. Yeah,
Let's
here
proceed
we
with
go.
caution. We could be ambushed. Stay alert. Wolves hunted
Alright. One of them. There's another one. I think that was both of them.
These nameless men are a shadowy lot, apt to appear anywhere.
Yep.
We have triumphed.
So that's a normal bandit. So let's see, what's after that one? Ah, the last one. So
We'll likely face ambush here. Stay watchful.
the last one is right outside of Casardis, actually. And since it's still nighttime, we can do it all in one go. Now,
I am the void of sleep.
there he is.
I am wonder and despair.
Not even the salties.
I am annihilation. I see you now, for a true arisen.
I've gained quest knowledge.
Now, yes, that's it. We've completed the quest. By killing a band of thugs that were trying to kill us, so kinda justified. Alright, next quest. Alright. So I don't have a port crystal close. No, not really. So we'll go to the
Villagers will be
catacombs.
joyed to see you here.
This will be a continuation of
This leads down into the catacombs.
going to Witchwood with Kina earlier in the game. She wants to help you in your quest with the dragon, so she becomes a priestess at the abbey.
Past the verges.
And the abbey is right here. So from the catacombs, it's south. You just gotta cross the river, head south, and you'll enter the wilted forest. It's not hard to find once you get there.
Be ready. Comes.
Ooh, that's actually a bigger drop than I thought it was. Yeah, let's head west a little bit. Yeah, that's much better. Not even a drop off here. Now, just because this was an ambush, I'm not gonna away from it. I'm not gonna run away from it. Let me calm down a bit. I'm rather ground of stamina.
Take care, you want soaked in water.
Alright, so this is the wilted forest. Right up here.
Oh, that stench. And repulsive.
There are some, as you saw, I just passed by some moldy items.
Grand Soaring Guards. What is that?
So yeah, eventually you'll get to, if you at night you can see it, it's easily identifiable. These are the torches all around the front of the building.
Repulsive. The only new way to fight them. Let's slay the lot of them with holy I'll have them all.
Now this quest can be done at any time of the day. I just don't want them to follow me up here. And Kina will be right here by these flowers. You can see there's no question above her head, so this quest is kind of, you have to know about it, or, you know, talk to everyone.
I came here to the Abbey in hopes they might. No.
There it is. Now the question mark will show up. Since it's daytime, don't really need the lantern.
While I am here, they say I fear I am a poor judge.
So
of such things.
she gives you the
Still,
blessed flower,
what
and
say
that
you, cousin?
is a very important item. So I highly recommend, if you have spare gold, to make copies at the Black Cat, because they're actual copies, number one, and number two, this item will just by being in your inventory doubles the amount of experience and discipline points you gain. So you will not only level up your level faster, you'll level up vocations faster, and you'll level up, or you'll gain more discipline points to spend on acquiring skills just by being in the inventory. Now, the way that this flower works is it only lasts for 1 day, but you can put it in storage, rest for a day, and it'll refresh its timer to last for another whole day. Now, you want to make copies just in case you're out and you forget to store it. You're out, you're doing a quest or something, you're running Bitter Black Isle, where time passes a bit differently than on the mainland. It will wilt and you will lose those effects. The flower will wilt. Once that happens, it's a dead item. You just get rid of it, discard it. It's completely useless. So, I've already done this. So, what I'm going to do with this flower, I'm just going to take it to her. And then you're supposed to give it to any of the other priestesses or priests at either in the abbey or at either church. The one in Casardis or Grand Soren. So,
No, surely not. 'Tis an inch.
I'm going to give it to...
An abbey here? It seems a dangerous place for such pursuits.
You can see, I have the bonus.
'Tis enough to me. If this is truly her work.
Oh. No, I'm wrong. I'm wrong. You have to give it to the priest at the Great Cathedral in Grand Soren. I was wrong.
What meaning do you suppose those
So we will do that.
An ally who can conjure
Grand
flames
Soren,
would be
the
a great
cathedral's upstairs.
Tis a fight best fought with spells and arrows. The stairs ahead lead atop the castle walls. These stairs serve as a useful route in their own right.
Here we go.
I would think the bow best suited to hunting criminals.
Now I just have to find... Oh, it must not be actual daytime yet. Stars are still out. So we're gonna have to deposit and then rest till morning just to be safe. Deposit the flower.
Have your pick.
So,
What will it be today?
deposit the flower just to be safe.
What will it be today?
And then
Have your pick. What will it? Understood.
stay till morning. Cathedral will be open and we can turn in the flower.
Have your pick. What will it be today?
Now you'll see here that I have made copies. I have 4 of them.
What will it be today? Have your pick. Come again.
Also, there is an item called the...
Inventory and skills, and so
What's it
remember to
called?
save enough for lodging.
Airtight canister, I think? Something like that. And that usually preserves items, but since the Blessed Flower is not a consumable, you can't preserve it.
Sweet Tina.
Shit. Oh, yeah, I have to go to the main priest, huh?
Well, I hope so.
Yes, I do.
She trained and she bad. I should. This is how perhaps to think.
I've learned what to do in this quest.
And then we go back to Kina. No, that is not the right item. You can leave a port crystal at the abbey since it's kind of out of the way of like almost everything. But I'm saving the port crystal I have for later. So just take a quick jog to the south and west to get to the woods.
A Sulfasorian comes! Ooh, water. Sounds close.
Not go down the cliffs. I really really like that they did that. You just slide down cliffs. You don't go into free fall, and then if you fell too far, you take fall damage. You can just slide down certain surfaces.
I've been drenched.
I can't quite see it from here. Guess no, yeah, there yeah, okay. The way that the rocks are the hills kind of block the view of the cathedral from it, or the abbey from the distance. So you tell her that she got accepted at the Grand Cathedral, and she's like, "Great, I will go immediately." Except it's not going to be immediately; it's going to be a little bit later. Alright, so after that quest is done, should have another quest open up. I might have to... What is Mason doing here? What in the world? He's praying. Some people will surprise you. Some people surprise you. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to, reset the area. Unless I'm just missing an NPC somewhere. Alright, so I guess, we'll leave a port crystal here. I'm gonna be right back anyway. Go reset the area. I'll rest for a day just to be sure.
What meaning do you suppose those stones hold? An ally who can conjure flames will be a great asset. All these workers going about their business.
Have your pick. Or will it be understood?
Alright, so when we go back, should have another quest available to me. Pick that up just because I don't know. After this, I really don't think you need to come back here for any reason. Yeah, this is the next quest. Now the nuns or the priestesses here want to give Kina a going away present.
The materials can be. I understand the gold required, however.
Do you need to go? No. Okay, so there is. You're supposed to get a pilgrim's charm, right?
Kina, was it? We're mates, you and I, hmm? Well, don't look so.
That I would be worried, considering Mason's tactics. So the pilgrim's charm, you can get it from the catacombs if you want to, or if you have the money to spare, you can go back to Grand Soren, find Fornival, which hopefully he's not, you know, walking around like last time I needed to find him. So, first let's check the Black Cat while we're down here. So that's usually his daytime hangout spot. And he's not here yet. Darn it. Hopefully I can catch him on my way to the Noble border. Where am I going? No left turn. There. Let's see. Don't see him walking around here. Might be at home, actually.
Guards do have much to worry in.
Ah, yes. Caught him at a good time.
Met any rarity?
So, you can either go to the catacombs, get the Pilgrim's Charm, or Fornival sells them. 700k a piece. I'll get a couple of them. And just simple as that. Now, I should have left the port crystal back. Shouldn't I have? Oh well. Get some extra running. Work on those muscles, cause you know I am a pretty big dude. A little bit more running won't hurt. So first I'll go west a bit, and then I'll go south. Sorry to disturb your nap time. Wow, and I still wound up at the same spot I usually do. Yeah, I like how the Saurians are, you know, they just sitting there chilling, soaking up the sun.
Striped saurians are fast and fierce. Take care, you want soaked in water.
Alright, yeah, burning some calories.
An abbey lies at the heart of these withered woods.
Now those moldy pumpkins that I just ran past, those actually, they do weigh a bit, but they fully restore your health, regardless of what your max health is, which can be pretty useful.
Fear not, should we lose our way.
So, got the Pilgrim's Charm.
Mother Superior awaits us.
Come back and turn it in.
I have no Akala. Knowledge is the light on our path. My thanks, Arisen. May them. Well, sister, the time is
She
near.
gives it to her, and Kina finds out that, you know, you helped out, and she rewards you with this flower, or 5 of these flowers. This, I believe, it fully restores your health and stamina, or maybe it's not full, but it's quite a lot. And that completes, I'm pretty sure there are no more quests that I have to come back to the Abbey for. Pretty sure. Alright, so that'll finish that quest line. And there is another quest waiting for us in Casardis.
This is a place quite restful to my mind.
Now there should be a little boy somewhere. There's not.
I hope to see you this day, cousin. I have chosen to forego the fishing life, so I might. As such, I had hoped you might
I wasn't
assist.
supposed to start this
I
one.
truly will always be in your debt, cousin.
Oh, never. There are 2 quests waiting for me in Casardis.
For all else, I must provision. I need goods that restore. Might you find?
So, we will get back to that one. He wants us to gather some items for him so we can have a safe journey. So he wants to leave Casardis. Now there should be a child walking around somewhere that has a quest for me. Ah, there he is.
No! Oh, Father, what in the please? I'll take the mate.
So pretty much he can't find his dad, and his dad hasn't come back from work for a few days, and he's worried, and he wants to go find him. Pretty reasonable.
Hello.
But you know, he's just a kid, so he wants some help. So, come to find, he tells you that his dad worked in the castle garden, and it's pretty odd for him to, not come home for so long because he's just a gardener. So, you have to go back to Grand Soren and ask around, see what he's been up to. So we will head to the castle to get some information. Oh, one of the guards.
Well met, you seek a wayward gardener? I fear I'll be little help for your cause. Yet hold a moment. Our spies learned of a plot wherein secrets of... I believe the workmen suspected of this. I fear that's as much as I know, sir.
Let's try the castle.
So, to the castle. Alright, so... I guess I won't spoil it quite yet. Oh no, he is in the dungeon, isn't he? Yeah, I think that's where that quest marker is telling me to go. Yeah, that's right. So, he is in the dungeon. What in the world did he do to get it here? Now, you can talk to him through the gate if you don't have a key, but...
My permit, then my son, is safe. Make her be pray that such a fate could befall me. 'Twas ill luck alone.
So, pretty much, he was in the vicinity of 2 pretty important people in the castle talking, and they... Now you have to help him bust out of here. Really? really doesn't open if I don't. Okay, well. You
It's
have to.
madness to attempt escape through the main gate.
You're right, you're right. I can talk to him? No, am I... Did I run out of keys? I think I did. Oh boy. Well, so if you leave him alone, he should go back to his cell and you can just come back to finish the quest. Now, if you had done Alienor's quest line before this one, she does give you the key to unlock that door. Or she's supposed to. Do I really not have any keys?
What will it be?
Ah, yeah, here they are.
What will it be? Have you come again?
Those.
Also, some weapons
Don't have to worry about doors.
Imagine one would never tire at this point.
So, we'll head back to the castle and actually get him out this time. And then I can show you the way that you're supposed to go during Alienor's quest line.
These stairs serve as a useful route in their own right.
Instead of getting caught and bribing the guard
Well met.
to let you out. Let's do a proper breakout this time. Not a paid one. So apparently when you exit and re-enter, the doors relock.
You were caught in the blink of an... Oh, the key. I wager the guard abandoned it some...
So you can find the key, but skeleton keys spawn around Grand Soren so often while you're questing around that you really don't need to. You should really have some skeleton keys. I just didn't take them out of storage, so... Yeah, this is the path you're supposed to take to free yourself during Alienor's quest. Now, he cower in fear
Pardon, sir.
until you clear out these enemies. Snakes, spiders, rats. You know, no big deal for me. It just almost one-shots all of the smaller enemies. But you know, he's just a gardener. He doesn't know how to fight. And this will
Masterfully done!
have your pawn yell at you immediately when you exit.
We've escaped. Let's do the southern gate. We've not...
And that puts you right by the waterways.
Father!
And then Tomlin's waiting down here. His son.
Tomlin! My son! My son! What? How?
I heard tell the Arisen made for the capital and prayed to find you here. I can't even imagine what they must have done to you. It's all over now. I owe you so much, Arisen. Thank you.
Mere thanks in nothing weighed against your actions, Arisen.
No, I can't skip this since it's not. We're not in a cutscene, and I can't speed up his dialogue really. So.
This whole ordeal has a foul air about it. I fear the whispers I overheard are joined to sinister workings in the duchy. Perhaps we shall learn what the talk concerned ere long. I only pray it causes us no further trouble.
Now, I think that
Naught with
he
which to
had
repay your
overheard
kindness.
some
If ever you find yourself in need,
of
only say the
the
word, and I'll
things
be at your
regarding to
Make
the
a guide
rebellion
until
that's
then,
supposed to
Arisen.
happen. Which is why he got thrown in jail.
I owe you so much.
I can ill return to.
So, the quest will complete once they leave.
Those without a trade or the means to earn a wage live here. Seems that many people
And
live here as well.
you're supposed to take this path anyway. When you are doing Alienor's quest line. So, once they exit here,
So to the bone.
should complete the quest. Excellent. Alright, so now we can go back to Casardis and see what is it Velmiro? Yeah, Velmiro wants us to give him. Does it tell you here? He wants some potent green boorish. Now, I definitely have those in my storage. Let's see if it'll automatically let me pick one from there.
I know that
No. So we have to go take some potent green boorish out. So we can give it to him.
What can I do? As you will.
Take
As
a
you
couple
will.
out.
What can I do? They can.
Quite tired in this room. Why not avail yourself of the inn to rest a while?
I know that he. Perfect. These should keep me from getting into too much trouble. Now, what's next? Some source of light.
You're all familiar with this quest now. Valmiro.
How could
Next he wants a lantern, so
Many
hand
thanks.
over a lantern.
I needn't fear any darkness with this at my. Is there else I It's not that I'm picky.
I've gained quest knowledge. Will not.
What does he want this time? Oh, sour ambrosial meat. Now, that item, it's time sensitive, so you might have to, you might not have it, or you might have a normal one. Now,
As you will.
some end game, late game enemies do drop sour meat, sour ambrosial meat, but if you don't have any, a normal ambrosial meat, if you, I think they last for 3 days or is it 2 days? It'll turn sour after that, and then after that it'll go rotten after a day. So if you have one of these in your inventory, just pass a couple of days, it'll turn sour automatically, and then you can hand that in. But I already have some. So.
As you will. What can I do? They can.
Also, the airtight flasks. That's with the canister I was talking about earlier. Those will preserve the time-sensitive items. Those will not work
This
for
should be
this.
food enough. That should take care of the essentials. A good luck charm.
I've gained quest knowledge.
All right, what does he want from us now? Oh, a Pilgrim Storm. Well, good thing I bought 2 earlier. So we should already have that in our inventory.
Aha! This should be all. I believe.
We'll make quick work of it if we
This
divvy up
is
the load.
more baggage than I imagined. I had planned to pack sparingly, but see now that proper caution cannot be taken lightly. Beg forgive me, Kaz, but one more favor. Could I trouble you to take my things to the shore?
Pretty dependent on me, man. So now, you know, we have already done this sort of. Can I just slide down here? Yeah, okay. I mean, there's not really much to say. I have to, you know, do all the legwork for him. Now, if you have 4 pawns, they will automatically help you with this, and it'll take 1 trip. But I don't use 4 pawns. Like, I don't prefer it at all. They do not help as much as they should, I think. I mean, you can manipulate their AI a bit, but I don't know, I just feel like having the autonomy augment is just better.
Fantastic. That is well and truly everything. I have stolen too much of your time, and yet can only give thanks in return. Please, Kaz, join me in a drink as thanks for your kindness.
Oh, that's something. If it's all you can do, you know. It's all you can do. I'm not gonna turn it down.
You must think me mad to set off in the name of research. What with the dragon so near at hand. What's a fisherman gain from the study of plant and beast in the first place, huh? In truth, I have no proper answer. I simply find such things enjoyable. I don't want to merely dream of the outside world. I must see it with my own eyes, uncover its mysteries. The journey will not be easy, I'm sure. It would be a lie to say I do not fear the dangers ahead. But if not now, when? We are alike, you and I. Two simple folk, thrust into a grand adventure far beyond themselves.
Oh, you're...
I'll not slay a dragon, of course.
Right.
But with the Maker's grace, I might yet aid folk in my own way. Dawn is breaking. I'd best be off.
Wait, so...
When we return from our quests, I would be honored to share a cup with you again.
You're just gonna leave your cup there? Wow. Wow.
What to do in this quest?
Oh, he gives you some pretty good stuff. You get some pretty good materials from this quest. I'm kind of surprised, actually. So, he sets off. See you later, Vamiro. And that's the end of that quest. So, let's see. Alright, so it looks like we got another quest. This one is at... Okay, yeah. This one's gonna be at the Watchtower, which is just south of where the Dragon Forest is. South of Hillfigure Knoll.
They say in times long past, Such hill figures were not uncommon.
Right there, right in there. Hopefully that Cyclops isn't triggering an ambush quest. Okay, good. So, yeah, this quest. He wants to. He is complaining about. It's a reasonable complaint. How his supplies are, you know, running thin, and with the whole dragon thing going on, it's been hard to get supplies from Grand Soren. So he wants you to deliver a message for him, so he can get some more supplies. And they're gonna need the supplies. Definitely gonna need the supplies.
Tis a port crystal, master.
So. First we have to go to the castle. Oh, and let's see, if you need some skeleton keys, this chest right here, I've passed by it many times, always has a skeleton key. Always has a skeleton key. So, while you're questing around, you know, hunting monsters and stuff, be sure to, every time you need to come up to the noble quarter, to check that chest every 4 or so days in game. Alright, so this quest has multiple answers that'll complete it with different outcomes, I think. Alright, yeah, so you can either talk to this guy to complete the quest, but the supplies won't arrive immediately, and that is a problem, actually. Even though the quest marker is on the guard, you don't want to talk to the guard. You want to find Julian, which I actually have never seen him here. So we are on a manhunt for Julian. Because Julian is responsible for the watchtower. Yeah, there's nothing. There's not going to be nothing up here. I highly doubt he's going to be in any one of these watchtowers. I'm going to go check the castle. Alright, Julian, where you at? He's not going to be up there either. That's not where I want to go. Now you see Mercedes is here, but is Julian around? is this man?
You'll go?
Fair enough, fair enough. Hello? Okay. I don't know. I have no idea what that's about. Alright, let's find out where this guy is. I'm not gonna, you know, run around and trying to find him for X amount of time. Alright, let's see. Here we go, Julian. I am trying to find his location. Apparently he has a room somewhere. Okay. Where is Julian's room? Maybe... Okay, observation room. Maybe it is in one of these towers. Maybe it's over here. Maybe it's one of... No. We have a storage room with some loot. Okay. If you need yourself a trusty sword, there's one over there. Where is this guy? Sorry, I really don't know where he is. Really, I'm looking it up, and apparently, I missed him. Somewhere around here. Come on, man. Apparently, he should be walking around up here just like most of the other people, but, you know, there's the Duke. There was Sir Alduin. There was Chamberlain Alduis. You know. The Duke's place. You know. Some maids. Mercedes. Just like, you know, just like they should be. But, you know, where's Julian? You know, maybe if I wait. Maybe if I wait, he'll just, you know, randomly show up. Because, you know, they do go into formation down here. But I don't think he's part of it.
Aye. So get there, talk the hush.
Alright, where is he? About to check downstairs. This is one of those other tweaks that, you know, they could have made to the game. It's NPC markers, or, you know, you can ask, you know, where is person X, or I don't know, toggle them on the map or something. I do not see him. I cannot find this guy.
My, what's this?
That's me, the Arisen. Oh, you know, I just noticed there are now 2 quest markers. So, oh my goodness. Okay, so part of his routine, oh my goodness. Part of his routine must be in the Knight's chambers in the Noble Quarter. Duh.
The captain at the stone, I'll arrange for it at once. Know you what quantity he requires? 1 week, is it? And no doubt a bit more would ease their worry. Tell the captain I shall add 2 days' supply to the amount. Oh, and here. It is hardly much, but I dare say it suits the palate better than dried rations. I am great.
There we go. So he gives you some meat to give back to him immediately while arranging for some supplies to be sent. In the meantime. Now, okay. Wow.
They
You
say
know,
in times long
if they
past,
just had
such
his
hill
marker,
figures were not uncommon.
active all the time. It wouldn't be... It'd be a nice tweak.
Fall beast!
Yes, fall beast. Do not pester the Arisen with your shenanigans.
Well clear of those fangs.
Oh, trust me, I will be well clear. Help you? Oh, she'll be fine. She'll be fine. So we'll just go turn in the quest.
My thanks. True addition. You've done well, good Arisen.
And you hand over the meat.
Further, sir. A meal from the Lord's own. The men will be delighted, I'm sure.
And there you go. Quest successful. That's the best possible outcome. Okay, so
far from the capital.
Now it seems like, let me go back over my checklist again. And it looks like we are done with all of the side quests for this part of the game. Excellent, excellent, excellent. So now we can finally continue with the main quest, which we already have active, so let's go back to Grand Soren and start this. Now I had mentioned before that
What meaning do you suppose those stones hold?
the area in which this quest takes place is shared with another quest, but that's not available until after this part of the main quests, or the storyline. Where am I going? Bad habit. We need to go right outside the main entrance to Grand Soren. Now, I'm going to make this look very easy, but your first time through, I highly recommend you don't overlevel for this, because it is an epic quest. It is so epic. Now, this is the volunteers of elite. See, even this guy knows. These guys we're hunting a griffin, and these are the volunteers that we got. They're pretty much just conscripts or extra men from the knights that decided or chose to help with this. And they will stop and fight every little enemy along the way, so make quick work of that. So you can...
Make haste! Make haste!
Yeah, we heard you the first time.
Still, we must fight.
The canyon floor is an apt spot to find ourselves surrounded. Let's be careful.
Okay, so
Seems a good place. If we lured another monster close, the Griffin
now
would think them
it's
prey.
kinda a little bit confusing the way they word this, at least to me it was the first time.
Griffins are ever eager to feed on meat.
They
When
want
it
you to
comes down
feed,
to bait
they
you,
they want you to put bait here,
seems a good place. Be sure to carry.
and that if you don't have any pawns, it's just you'll have this circle here with some bones, and you're like, what the heck is this supposed to be? And no one tells you what you're supposed to do, except, you know, kill the beast, you know,
Even dragons.
Griffin just gonna go down, you know, hoo-ah, let's get him. But no one ever tells you what you're supposed to do with this. Now, I tried dropping some meat from my inventory,
Careful! A goblin!
and, you know, some stuff similar to that, but turns out all you need to do is kill a goblin, pick up his corpse, and throw him into the circle, and that's it. I tried luring live ones over here, you know, different things, but that's all this is all you need to do. It doesn't even have to stay in there. It just needs to touch the circle. And then you get, you know, you get the epic music started, and then you see the griffin come down.
It comes.
Now 100% grab onto him. Beat on its head. Knock it down. Now, that is not supposed to happen. If you are properly leveled for this part, that will not happen.
Seems everywhere.
Your damage output will not be enough to defeat it here. Now, once a certain amount of time passes, or no, yeah, it's time, it will fly off to it will fly all the way to this tower, the Blue Moon Tower, right here. And there will be a bunch of, not a bunch, but you have to charge it. It's full of enemies. You know, you go in there with the volunteers and the knights, and it's pretty cool. So, I'm not going to showcase it. I want that to be an experience that you'd have. Now, it is kind of a pain in the butt because if you don't have any port crystals, you actually have to travel from Grand Soren all the way around. And there are plenty of enemies in this area that you will have to deal with before you get here. And then all I'm going to say is a certain NPC, if you had helped him before, Stefan, will make a grand appearance during that quest. And so please do not overlevel and do that quest at a proper level, or, you know, let time pass, and you will not regret it. It is quite the experience.
Good to see you. It seems 'tis a shame. Yet
A bunch of different cutscenes happen, and it's pretty intense. But, you know, we're knocking quests out here, so.
tis a port crystal, master.
Let us go turn this in. We need to go back to Alduus and tell him that, you know, we took care of the problem.
Seems the castle walls are reaching a flight of stairs ahead. These stairs serve as a useful route in their own right. Well met.
Welcome back, sir. Blessed relief. You?
Oh, and he's like, oh,
You are to see. I
you're amazing.
He
Now,
is among the
this
wealthiest of Grand Soren's
is
merchants, though
why
now
you
he
want
stands
to,
lose all.
earlier in the game, you want to try and not evict the tenants for Fornival earlier. Earlier in the game.
He is accused of a litany of, it seems, his bill of, even should the
Now, being a
opinions are split,
merchant, you know,
any proof
he's,
is welcome.
you know, accused
Justice
of,
must-
you know, dirty money, which I'm sure he has some of, but actually, can I turn in?
You are to see. I pray. Make your choice. I would but the ink.
No, okay, so
I hear old
Fettle,
is convicted. Arisen. I've long prayed.
you want to get Fettel's petition. There is another one at the cathedral. The main, the high priest there
Fornival's inquest will
will
not
give
wait for us
you.
long. Well met, sir. Why not ask Jasper's family their opinion on Fornival?
Tell me, sir. Don't I could even a bit. I would.
Her daughter will give you something. And then the Chamberlain is also for Fornival. Now, if you he is under house arrest until this trial is finished. Now, if you don't do Simone's quest, or his quest with Simone earlier, you won't get anything from her. And if you don't buy out the land for and evict the tenants, yes, we have done it. If you don't have the tenants evicted from Vornival's property, then and you let's see, that was 1, 2. I'm gonna check Jasper just because my pawn mentioned it. Yeah, I don't think it's necessary, but though the Chamberlain's letter, Simone's letter, and the other guy's letter with the High Priest's letter, and those other quests completed in those ways, Simone's quest and the Tenant's quest.
Feed for livestock, no doubt.
I don't know exactly where they live, though. Oh, Casardis. Let's go check that out. Okay. Sorry, I got a message. Excuse me.
An inquest, eh? I know 'tis improper to say so, but though it's the rare trial that's not as
Oh, okay. So earlier,
still more so. There's always someone with cause to, which brings me to a very special.
I was trying to get his quest to trigger. I guess after you buy the 10 items that he needs for this quest to trigger, he moves to Casardis, and then you can trigger his quest.
Quite clever forgeries, these. And why not? If you've mistaken the trial's result, I'll disavow we ever spoke of ours.
Oh no. Okay.
The truth, my prices ebb and flow with the tides of the trial.
So,
still,
never mind.
There's a small price for
this is not related to Reynard's quest, but you can purchase one of these,
You'll not make
which are forged. But you know, all the stuff that I've collected so far. Let me show it. These all of these. All of them can all be forged, and they are identical. They're not forgeries. And they actually, no, that's not true. I think
The life of a salesman surely has its own trials. Dried fish or a local stayfish.
anyway.
So Fornival is to stand? I cannot say it surprises me. 'Twas a clandestine dealing. But I am in your debt, Arisen. Pray, I shall gladly take the stand. If it means 'twould be a pleasure. Please, sir, see me to the capital. I see. I thought it...
So, okay, it is beneficial to the player to have Fornival be innocent, and the gift ledger having the tenants evicted, you can have someone go in person to testify for or against Fornival. This guy will testify against him. Also, you have the, forgery of guilt that you can buy from Reynard here, or if he's in Grand Soren, which will also prove his guilt. But by default, oh, and if you didn't do Simone's quest, you don't get her letter. I don't think there's a negative for not doing that. But if you didn't, he will be found guilty and he will be in the dungeon. And he will not sell items. He sells very unique items, so I highly recommend keeping him around. So, but to get him, innocent, to prove his innocence, Fettel's petition is for his innocence. Simone's petition is for his innocence. The Chamberlain's, I don't know how to pronounce that, but his letter is for his innocence. The gift ledger is not. Jeffrey's petition is for his guilt. You don't want that. This is for the innocence. Now, there is one more thing you can do to help his innocence.
This way leads out a field.
Back in farm, you'll pay my price though. 'Tis only
Now,
right
you see, you can get multiple copies of this.
Back in farm, you'll pay my price.
But it costs 2,000 more
Back farm, you'll pay my
every
price.
single time.
Make good. You'll not make now. Let us pray.
And you can only buy 4 of them. Now, even if you do gather enough evidence to make him innocent, I recommend you, if you can, get those anyway, because, next time around you can just, you don't have to go around collecting everything. you can just withdraw them from storage and then hand them over as soon as you accept the quest and then wait out the time. Now, the trial is supposed to happen 4 days from when you accept the
What
quest,
meaning do you suppose those stones have?
which is why you don't want to accept it as soon as it's available if you're going to be doing side quests and such. So I have plenty of evidence for Fornival that I'm going to turn in.
Gods do have much to learn.
But
Hello. I believe in my family.
there is one more way you can help his innocence, and that is by going to the western, or is it eastern? By going to the watchtower that needed supplies earlier. So I will go ahead and hand these in.
Pray. I would ask, but
Simone's.
good. You've brought here. There's time yet. You are to pray.
And yes, you have to do this individually. You have to talk to them every time.
Good. Here. There's. You are to pray. Make material.
This is for his innocence.
Good. Here's time. You are to pray. Make your material.
This is also for his innocence. Now, I think this is plenty, but to be safe, I'm just gonna show the other thing that you can do. So if you go back to the watchtower, and there's a quest marker there too, so you know that it relates to Fornival.
They say in times long past, such hill figures were not uncommon.
Now, I don't keep, I don't have enough port crystals yet. Although I'm in New Game Plus and I know I can buy them, I haven't gone and set them everywhere. But, you know, if you want, you can set one at every location that I've been to, you know, go through the quests, you know, real quick.
Well met. A messenger. More will be as
Talk to this guy, and he says that, you know, he doesn't really know Fornival, but he knows that a lot of the equipment that they have, they couldn't have gotten if it weren't for Fornival. So they send someone to stand in person to testify for his innocence. So I believe I have plenty of evidence to
One can reach it from anywhere with the use of a magic item.
to have Fornival be acquitted of all charges. So once you've done all that, you want to rest for 4 days, I think it is. Now, the quest will not update for the first few days. But, let's see, should update, yeah. So I think it's 5 days actually, so it'll update when you have 2 days, and then you'll have 1 more day. And then, now, the quest will end, as in you can't turn anything in after this point. But, you know, the trial is literally happens right out here, so as soon as I walk out, I get the cutscene. And out of all of the evidence I have brought and the other side quests
Order. I will
that
have
I've done,
order.
the result should be
This inquest has its conclusion.
Fornival innocence.
Fornival Frescobaldi. In the name of His Grace, Duke Edmund Dragonsbane, the court hereby proclaims its verdict. Not guilty. You are cleared of all charges and released from bondage
As
forthwith.
expected.
The inquest is hereby ended.
Now, if you just do nothing and just let it rock, don't do any of the side quests, even if you get all of the other evidence, he still is guilty. If you get the guy to stand in for him, to testify, if you get all the other letters that you can, unless you get all of the forgeries from Reynard.
Would be smart to get it. Just have your pick. Any you like.
I'm pretty sure. I'm not entirely sure on exactly at what point he becomes innocent if you get absolutely everything and do nothing. No other side quests.
What will it be today? What will it be today?
Let's make some room in our... Let's lighten our load a little bit.
What will it be
All
today?
right. Let's see. Actually, I should have... Yes, okay, so you see I have already made forgeries of some of these items. And they are actual forgeries, not a separate item with forgery in the name. So that's another option. You can just make forgeries of these and they'll also help with Fornival's innocence or guilt if you want to go that route, which I don't recommend because he's a pretty useful vendor.
What will it be to have you come again?
So now that we're done with that, we are summoned to the castle once again. Let me check to see if one last time. I don't want to miss anything. I've already missed one quest that I will come back for. Excuse me. Okay, so there is a few things I want to check here. I'm going to go back to Costardus and try to see if Reynard will actually give me his unique quest for him. Where is he? Game. You and your NPCs. Okay, let's go back to Grand Soren and see if he's there.
Why not avail yourself of the inn to rescue? It is a port crystal, Master.
This game and their NPCs, man. whatever they want.
Our task is done. Let us report our progress. I imagine one would never tire of this place. I've been drenched.
Okay, I don't know where he is. Oh boy. No, I did not want to go there.
What meaning do you suppose those stones hold?
Want to go back to Closardis. Just to see where the heck is Reynard. Where the heck is Reynard?
The life of a salesman surely has its own trials. Do you suppose this dried fish keeps long? Why not
Am I
avail
going to
yourself
have
of the
to
inn to
really
rest a while,
find
Lizzie?
out where this guy is too? Wow. Wow. He is quite the traveler. So if he's not here, he can be in one of 5 locations.
Not even the saltiest fishermen
He could
venture
be in
far
Grand
from shore where I
Soren.
hear.
He could be in Closardis. He can be at the
Roads are
Great
safer
Wall.
than a brush, but still, we'd best stay
He can
wary.
be at the encampment.
Endeavor to be ever calm in battle. Bide your time. Then
Now,
strike.
if I had
It's
a
safest
core
on the
crystal
roads.
at the Great Wall,
Perhaps we'll
this
find ore among
won't
the
be a
crags that
problem.
litter this
This
place.
wouldn't be a problem. But I don't. And I was trying to
Sturdy, this
avoid having to go all the way over there.
We are a vagabond people, born in a drifting world. We come
And
from the
it
rift.
doesn't look like he's here either.
The training grounds are used to instruct the men of the Corps in combat.
He can also be in Devilfire Grove. I am going to go to Closardis. I'm gonna rest. I'm gonna reset his position and see if I can find him. Unless you know, watch me walk in here and then he shows up. Okay. He did not show up.
This is a place quite restful to lie by.
Dice, what can I do you for? As you will. What can I do? You see, so be it.
I have a habit going back into storage when I don't need to.
Many beds. Seems a fair place to rest.
Alright, let's see. Doesn't look like
Are your
he's
travel
here.
preparations complete?
Let's go to... So let's check the
Do you
encampment.
suppose
since
this
it's,
dried fish
right
keeps
there.
long?
don't see Reynard. So let's take a jog over to the encampment.
We share these roads with traveling peddlers, guardsmen, and other folk. The roads are safer than the brush. Still, we'd best stay wary. Endeavor to be ever calm and balanced. Bide your time.
Yeah, they mentioned wandering traders. I don't really talk to the NPCs that are on the road, but I wonder what they sell. I wonder if you can get some nice, unique stuff early.
We are a vagabond people.
It doesn't look like he's here.
We come from... Built to keep out goblins, I should think. As a consequence, the Grance's sea routes have been
I don't see him.
Well sturdy, this place.
Come on, Reynard. Alright, let's check Grant's.
It is a port crystal, Master. This is a place quite restful to my kind. Our task is done. Let us report our progress. We're like to have dealings with the armorer here for some
Can't
time to come.
find him. He must be in one of the other places that are pretty far away. It's fine.
Seems this is where the merchants
Alright, so
is quite open.
we've been going for quite a bit. I think I'm gonna turn in this quest, you know, get to the next part of the story, then call it there.
Well met.
Turn it just to all Lewis. So the trial's over.
Word of thought was an acquittal, but an acquittal nonetheless, though the matter. Many within the... I've more tasks that require your attention. Pray, explain that. The weight of...
So this starts the next part of the main story, which I will get to next time. But for now, I'm logging out. Thanks for tuning in, and have a good one, and I'll see you.